Hello, happy Friday. It is June 6th, and we continue the word for you today. Today's devotional is titled Wisdom for Parenting Teenagers. I have parented teenagers, and I don't know that I know the secret, but let's just kind of go through some of this together, and maybe this will help. Our scripture reference is Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, verse 1. It says, there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. That scripture, in applying that scripture to parenting teenagers, there certainly is a season for every activity under the heavens, because teenagers are teenagers. And so, boy, if there was ever a time to trust God, it's raising a teenager. Teenagers, they're basically aliens. I know we all, as parents, we've thought, could this actually be my kid? Did I produce this person? But yes, and God knows the person. God helped create this. What God created the person. But anyway, so first thing we want to do is recognize a few things. Recognize that things are changing, both mentally and physically. The human chemistry is changing, so there's going to be some depressive moments. There's going to be outbursts. There's going to be weirdness happening. There'll be the monster from within. We think these children, where did they come from? This is just normal. And trust me, we have not failed as a parent. The things we've taught our kids are still buried somewhere in that little mind that is struggling to become a teenager. So just know that things are changing and we haven't failed, even though what we see happening might seem strange to us. So here's some things that might help if you're in the situation where you're trying to parent a teenager. Pray daily, all the time. These little creatures need all the prayer they can get. God knows them and is very aware of what's going on in their life. He created them, so pray for them. Second thing is, don't react. Sometimes it's easy to react. I know that both of my sons, they gave the hospital staff gave me sutures, and I cut the umbilical cord, and I still have those sutures. And I can remember days that I got those sutures out and I held them in the air and I said, I cut your cord once, I can cut it again. We don't need to react. What we need to do is simply continue to love them and pray for them. Third thing is, don't lose patience. Consider this child. I don't want this might be a bad analogy, but you may have investments. Well, when the stock market starts looking grim, or things are not making money, or maybe your financial statements are showing that you're losing, we don't cash in, we don't give up. We hang in there and we weather the storm, and things do get better. It's the same way with our children. We don't give up on our kids just because they're going through this strange time of life. So think of it as that this might be a dark time. Maybe you going through, maybe you raising your teenagers is just like a walk in the park, but that's not the same for everybody. So continue to love them like you always have loved them. They're the same person. They're just going through this metamorphosis that is making them a teenager and eventually an adult. And tell them you love them often, every day, at the end of every phone conversation, at the end of every time they get out of the car. You're probably going to get an eye roll. There's probably going to be times they're going to seem a little embarrassed. But you know what? One thing I made sure with with my kids is I made sure that they knew without question that I loved them, because I told them. It wasn't just a matter of showing them, but I told them, I love you, son. I love you, son. I'm praying for you, son. I want you to know that I love you. And if they call with an excitement or a blessing or something great that's going on in their life, I cheer with them and I rally with them and I say, great, I love you and I'm proud of you. They just need to know that we are in their corner always. And if they call and things are not good, or they come home from school and things are not good, sit and listen and love them, and then tell them you love them. Really, really important. So to wrap this up, the good news is there will be better days ahead. This is only a season of life that we all go through. You went through it. I went through it. I know I probably was a perfect teenager, and so were you. Maybe our kids aren't, but guess what? Our parents probably had some of those moments where they thought, am I going to make it through this? And we turned out okay. So anyway, prayer, patience, and consistency. Don't react. Pray, be patient, be consistent. They will remember the reactions, and they will remember the support. They will remember you telling them you love them. This is a time when they need all the love we can give them. Good luck. Have a great day.